The growing level of debt stock by member countries is a source of concern to the IMF. Much more worrisome is the use of these borrowed funds by African countries for unproductive purposes. Nigeria's debt stock, both domestic and foreign, just grew by 3.11% in the first quarter of 2019, bringing the total amount to 25.70 trillion naira as at June 2019. The federal government insists that the country's debt to GDP ratio remains one of the lowest in the world, but the IMF is concerned about how these funds are being used.
Local currency flows have been more volatile, and Nigeria was not an exception to that. Nigeria has a large exposure to non-resident holders of domestic debt, particularly with central bank bills.
IMF wants stricter supervisory roles introduced to cushion the effect of increasing financial vulnerabilities weighing down economic growth.
Any borrowing has to be managed in a responsible manner. There are both costs and benefits. So borrowing can be helpful for economic growth and investment, but it can also be dangerous when negative shocks hit.
Nigeria sure has a long way to go, but in trying to make a headway, the government has proposed to increase value-added tax from 5% to 7.5%. This is intended to generate more domestic revenue and discourage borrowing. For now, consultations are on the way with stakeholders and the National Assembly, and a report of the next action is awaited. From IMF headquarters in Washington, D.C., Chinaemerem Joseph, STV News.